It's an emotional day in the eWorld Cup of Legends. It's the first game, the warm-up before the big one if you like, but the third and fourth place playoff is important for Aston Dobson's Argentina and Dave Jackson Mayo's Russia. For today's game then for Argentina, Lanzini comes on the right side of midfield for Pavon, and Paredes keeps his place ahead of Pereira. For Russia, Alexei Miranchuk comes back into the starting lineup, Golovin dropping back to the bench. Well, as ever, you're used to the fact now that I'm joined by the asthmatic one. Lovely to have you here again, Darth Vader, and the fans enjoying themselves in the stands today for this one. It's a bit of a party atmosphere, isn't it?
Leave them to me. I will deal with them myself.
No, you don't need to do anything. That's absolutely fine. What would you do anyway?
Use any methods necessary.
It all sounds a bit aggressive coming from you. Anyway, let's get down there. Let's see who can take this third place. Argentina from left to right. Russia in the red tops from right to left. Hopefully we'll have an entertaining game here. Lo Celso straight away gets it into Aguero, turns, the shot's blocked. They've earned a corner in the second minute here, Argentina. Nice fast play. Tried to get the turn in. Decent defence getting the block in there. Messi to take. He's still in the running for top scorer, remember. He's hoping to do something today to add to his tally. Here's Sergio Aguero though. They've gone short with the corner. Run a long way. Nicked it in and it's cleared by Russia. Pezzella now at the back. Out to Messi again. And Paredes. Lionel Messi. Lanzini making a start today. Nice close control. Messi cuts inside. Thought about the shot for a second. Paredes into Aguero. Poor ball back. And Russia will get it out. Now Kahneman at the back. Lo Celso and Otamendi. Di Maria on the left hand side. Looked inside. But it didn't come off. There's a long ball. There's Juba. Controlling it for Gazinski. Juba gets into the area. There's support behind from Fernandez. And Ionov. Still Gazinski though. There's Fernandez. Tried to get the cross in. It's blocked out for a corner to Russia. Both these sides have had fabulous tournaments. Disappointing semi-finals, particularly Argentina, who would have expected to progress. There's a header! Oh, it's well parried by Armani in the goal there. I think it was Juba that got up tallest. Here's Miranchuk. Miranchuk strikes! Only just wide. Russia having a go when they get within range, which is nice to see. Although if this does finish level, remember, it will go to extra time and penalties to decide on third place. Miranchuk went close. Armani short with the kick to Pezzella. And he looks for Lanzini up ahead. They're backing off him. Could be a dangerous tactic. Still got the ball, Lanzini. Allowed to give it to Angel Di Maria. Now Lo Celso. They've got all their defence back, Russia, and they've got the foot in there. Zuba has nobody ahead of him. Ionov goes all the way back to the Babkin. But Zuba strong in the air, and he's won that header and got it to Ionov. Nothing in the box to aim at the minute. Fernandez. They've held it up, and now they do have players in there. The cross comes in. Zuba with the nod down. Didn't quite come for them. Alexei Miranchuk again to Cheryshev. Now Gazinski could hit one from there. Gives it back to Miranchuk. He's already gone close. Zobnin. Now Ionov out on the right. Decent attack this from Russia. Took too long to get the cross in and it's been blocked. Decent header back though from Ionov. Gazinski. There's another cross from Ionov. Good defence from Kahneman. Di Maria gets it wide. Comes back to Kahneman. And now Pazella. Well, good spell there from Russia. Now it's Kudryashov to Zobnin. Kaczynski again for Moranchuk. Spreads the play wide. That's a lovely ball to Ionov. And he crosses in. And Zhuba's there, and it's bobbling around. And Argentina just about deal with it. Out to Messi again. Kahneman. For Otamendi. Not quite the intensity of some of the games. Obviously doesn't mean quite as much for these players. Understandably, really. Here's Shakir, lofting it forward. He's looked good in the air today, Zhuba. Quite dominant. Here's Angel Di Maria. Can they build something here, Argentina? It's through to Aguero. Dybala out on the left. Twisting, turning, floats it over to the other side. But Russia can clear. Moranchuk trying to get it to Zhuba. He's just about kept the play going. Denis Cheryshev will pick that up. And he's got space. Can he get the cross in? He does get the cross in. Zhuba's there. Good header away again. That was Otamendi that time. But Zhuba turns. Zhuba shoots! And it's a goal for Russia! We've seen he's powerful with both feet. That was the left foot again from Zhuba. And they lead in the first half. Well, you thought there may be more threat from the header. He got the second ball. Turned onto his left foot. Lovely strike. Darth Vader. That was a good goal.
That is correct.
Yeah, it was a mistake at the back from Argentina, wasn't it? Bobbled around off two players. Zhuba got it back. There's the initial cross. He went up for it, was headed away. Between a couple of them, they got into a mess. Zhuba comes back, blasts it home into the bottom corner. Lovely goal. And there's that trademark celebration we're seeing for the first time. Is it a trademark celebration? Well done, Zhuba. Dave Jackson-Mayo happy with that. Aston Dobson again disappointed. Argentina one of the favourites in the semi-finals. If they end up fourth, will you feel it's actually been an unsuccessful tournament? Russia have nicked it off them again. It's Zhuba. To Moranchuk. For Zobnin. They can't get it to Cheryshev on the left. He looks for Ionov on the right. He's turned the iron on. Has he turned the iron off? I've been waiting to do that all tournament. I thought this was the right stage. Now Lanzini for Argentina. A couple of minutes before half-time. Aguero. He's had one goal this tournament in the quarter-final, but really Aguero's had what he would think of as a disappointing tournament, knowing how prolific he can be. Pazella now at the back. Bring it forward. They're backing off. He's waiting for half-time, Dave Jackson-Mayo and the Russian defence. On a shoulder charge there. They keep possession. That is that for the first half. Well, a mistake at the back from Argentina allowed Zhuba to recover a lost ball, and he blasts home. It's 1-0 to the Russians at half-time. Argentina have had more possessions, but not able to create enough. Have you been disappointed by Aguero up front, Darth Vader?
As clumsy as he is stupid.
Right, there we go. Doesn't mince his words. Come back for the second half. Change we're hearing from Aston Dobson at half-time. Pavon is on for Paredes for Argentina. And will they try and have a go to get back into this game, or is the stuffing being knocked out of them ever since their semi-final loss? Kaczynski with the challenge. Gets it to Zhuba. Ionov's there. Kaczynski again goes long. Ivanov continued his run in a little bit of space if he doesn't dally too long. He has dallied. Nobody dillied. But they all know where to roam. Pizzella now at the back. Pavon. Now it's Messi. He's had a good tournament. Still in the running for a top scorer. Zuber on his heels. But in the final later on, we may have some Slovenians and Belgians with something to say about that. Looking for Cheryshev, but Pizzella covers. Back to Armani. Now Kahneman. And it's been another finely poised game. Pretty entertaining. Nice back header there so that Guillaume can safely gather. Poor throw from the keeper though. Now here's Lanzini. Looks for Lo Celso. Looks for Aguero. Aguero turns and shoots. Didn't have enough power on that. And again a strange throw from the keeper. Fortunately for Russia, the header from Argentina was misdirected. Lionov has it now on the right. That's intercepted. Goes back to Armani under pressure. Gets it clear though. Pizzella. That's a lovely ball into the path of Aguero. Better pace in the attack. Now Pavon. And Messi. He lofts it forward for Messi again on the touchline. Kudrashov slides in, conceded throw in. Won't mind that too much. Here's Messi and Pavon again. Nice work from Pavon on the right, seeing off a few players into Lanzini. Now it's Messi. They've got everybody back, Russia. It's so tough to break them down. Did say in the semi-final the Kings are the 1-0. Well, a free kick's been given to Argentina. He may just think this is in range. Russia, the Kings are the 1-0. Yeah, they lost the semi-final 1-0. They could win this playoff 1-0. Surely this is too far out. It's Di Maria behind it. Floats it in. Nodded down. Chance to strike. Doesn't take it. Will Di Maria take it? He does take it. It's blocked. And Russia bring it away again. Here's Shakir. Lofts it forward for Zuber. If there is any more goals in this today for him, he could find himself in the running for the Golden Boot. The E-Golden Boot. Aguero. Just never had enough time on the ball. Oh, he has gone down again though. And the referee has given the free kick. Is there a way back into this game from here for Argentina? We've seen Messi with a couple of free kicks in this tournament working wonders. Jackson Mayer will be concerned. Have they worked on this in the training ground defensively? Are Argentina a one-man team? Aston Dobson says no. Messi's effort is saved. It was a good free kick. Didn't quite have lots of power on. It had a lot of whip on the ball. You have to say that's a great save from Guillaume. Corner to come in. 20 minutes away from a third place finish for Russia. It's headed clear and Fernandes is going to get to that first ahead of Di Maria. Goes down the line. Zuber does well. Ironov there. They've got players over on the left if he can find them. It's Miranchuk. Goes back to Zuber. Nice attack this on the break from Russia. Cross comes in. Headers there at the near post. They're not the Kings of 1-0 anymore. Kaczynski's made it 2. Surely that's this game now. And a very positive tournament and finish for David Jackson Mayo and Russia. Looks like a disappointing end has come for Argentina and Aston Dobson. Nice pace on that ball, allowed him to direct the header at the near post, and Zuber turns provider. He may well have been involved in the most number of goals in this tournament now. We'll have to check that with the stats. There will be a roundup coming later on. Here's Pavon for Argentina. If they got a goal back quickly, it's not over. Although that's too near the keeper, surely. Again, they've just not played great today. They've only really had 2 or 3 games in this tournament where you really felt they were firing. And again, Ionov in space here. If he looks to the back post, there's a man coming in unmarked, but he's slowed his run. And ultimately disappointing, that attack from Russia. Can they get on the score sheet in this game? Looking for Aguero up top. They've not played it to him on the floor though. Fernandez again to Zuba. Oh, that's a nice ball for Zuba. Armani read the danger though. Came out and cleared. Well, Lord Vader, we've heard rumours you might not be staying for the final tonight. Is that true?
That is correct.
I do understand you've got a lot of the Galaxy to organise and everything. Oh, that's floated in and just drifts harmlessly over the line. Still, it's been a great tournament, and thanks for being here for the time that you have.
The Emperor does not share your optimistic appraisal of the situation.
Okay, sorry.
Apology accepted.
Thanks very much. Argentina trying to get on the score sheet towards the end here. They'd need 2 very quick goals for this to not be over, and they've just not looked like getting one today. Another ball out, and we're 4 minutes away from the end of this playoff. They've been resolute in defence, Russia. Just that free kick from Messi really troubling Guillaume. Here is Pavon. Here's a shot from Otamendi, finding himself very far forward. And it did have a lot of power, but no direction. Took it first time. And it's Pizzella at the back for Argentina. It's basically just a possession to the end now. Can they get what would surely only be a consolation goal? Acuna to Di Maria. There's a cross. Kind of sums up their game really. Wayward cross. Nothing's come off for them today. If Messi's free kick had found the net, it could have been a different result. But Russia have been impressive all tournament really. Well organised by Dave Jackson Mayo. Congratulations to them. A 3rd place finish. Very creditable indeed. There they go. The players shake hands. They'll feel a very positive end for Russia. Aston Dobson will ultimately feel disappointment probably at this tournament. And here are the highlights. Doesn't feel like there were loads and loads. Argentina certainly started brightly. Aguero had that shot within a couple of minutes that was fortunately blocked. And then Miranchuk with that header. But Armani did well to parry because it came at quite a pace. And Miranchuk again with the first time drive just wide. He looked lively today. Then the goal. There's the header. You thought they would clear it. Messed about with it for a while. Zuba gets back. Powerful strike. Another time to get on the score sheet for Zuba. Here it is from another angle. That doesn't really allow you to see anything clearly. Great work from the director there. And then there was a lot of power and pace on that from Di Maria, but it was straight at the defender. And then this with 20 minutes to go from Messi. Excellent save really. Because it was pacey, it was curling. The keeper read it though, did really well. And then on the break, Zuba in space on the right. Gazinski makes the near post run. Cross in, nodded down, game over. Argentina still trying to come forward and do something towards the end. There was that first time powerful shot from Otamendi very near the end. Ultimately, nothing doing today. They had more possession, they had more shots and a lot more passes. But Russia have come away 2-0 winners with a very creditable third place, thanks to both Aston Dobson and David Jackson-Mayo for their involvement in this tournament. And let's have a chat to the managers once again. Firstly, the losing manager today, Aston Dobson. Thanks for talking to us again, Aston. Sadly, didn't quite come off for you today, but you look back on this tournament, Argentina have done really well. I mean, when it all settles down, what will you really think about this tournament?
We're a one-man world. Lionel Messi is quite literally the best person, the best human in the world.
Yeah, you sort of seem to say the same things over and over again. It's like you only really did one interview and I've had to work some wonders in the editing room. Anyway, thanks. Aston's gone. Well done, Argentina. But what of the winning manager today, Dave Jackson-Mayo of Russia? Thanks for talking to us again, Dave. Sadly, couldn't quite make the final, but you finished on a high today. And when you look back on this, it's been a great tournament for Russia, hasn't it?
Absolutely incredible, Ben. And you know what? Most managers, myself included, would normally be modest about this and say, well, luck was on our side and we worked hard. Do you know what? The players have been fantastic and we've deserved that today. We've absolutely deserved it. It might not have always been pretty and, it might not always be tick-a-tacker football, but I think we've deserved that today. We've worked hard and not just in the game, behind the scenes, the lads have trained hard.
And it's great to see them all enjoy themselves in the end, because obviously it was reported in the media about some bust-ups in the camp with Fedor Chalov and Zuba maybe not getting on. I mean, how have you managed that?
Well, listen, they're both fighting for the same position. They've both had good tournaments and it's just a desire to win. I think the minute you lose that out of the camp, that's when I'd start worrying. But no, listen, there's no problem between them. There's no problem between me and them. There's no disciplinary. It's just, it's just good competitive. Two great professionals being competitive in the camp, and they want to achieve.
And will the boys and yourself be going back to the hotel and having a few vodkas tonight?
There may be a drink tonight. More for the staff than the players, I have to say.
Well, we wish you all the luck in the world, Dave. Thanks for joining us.
No problem. Thanks, Ben.
And there we have it. Commiserations to Argentina. Congratulations to Russia. We have to say, Lord Vader, Russia have shown great ability throughout this tournament to grind out results.
The ability is insignificant next to the power of the Force.
True. We're not going to argue with that. There we have it. 2-0. You know what's coming up very shortly. Dare I say it, Slovenia versus Belgium in the eWorld Cup of Legends final. See you there.